Being Final Fantasy meets Disney to a whole new world to eventually just mafia style to the Final Fantasy characters. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really think it was necessary to add Final Fantasy characters to it, but it was like cool that they added them in. I don't know. I'll make my judgments again through the Kingdom Hearts games when I eventually do a playthrough of them all again. I may even try to play the ones like I know the final mixes have the cutscenes for some of the ones like Recoded, 350 or whatever, 300 and something days. The one with Roxas. And then I know there was like the browser-based one, which I'm not going to play, but I know they had the video, but I might try to see if I could play the games instead of just watching the cutscenes of them. You know, it might be a little dated to do for the ones that they only made cutscenes for. Oh, right, this fucking thing, the Sten. Jesus. I don't know, I might end up doing like another playthrough down the line of the Final Fantasy stuff, or the Kingdom Hearts stuff. Be, just to revisit. Play them in kind of a specific-ish order, maybe, or I'll just play them by release date. I don't know yet. Yeah, but that's you, Princess. You get bored a lot. I think you like Pokemon RPG style games because they're cute to look at, so you don't get as bored. On top of that, I still gotta do the Metal Gear Solid playthrough. Or maybe I'll actually beat Peace Walker. As well as 5, even though I know 5 isn't that great because cut stuff and all the shit that happened with it, but I still enjoy it. Look, I don't dislike it, and I think that they had something that was interesting, but they just kind of went all over the place with the story and stuff. And it's hard for people to understand the hype because, you know, in this day and age now, it's like, okay, whatever. But back then, Disney characters mixed with like a Final Fantasy-esque style thing. That was a crazy deal for the PS2 back then. So it was really cool. But I think people, I think the fans that have been waiting for something like this deserve it to be, you know, proper, because it's been so long since they had, you know, they finally got 3. And 3 came out, it happened, then just kind of disappeared because then people started to realize it's not terribly great. And I don't think it's bad, but I know it's far from being like a good Kingdom Hearts game compared to the others. I still think 2 is probably the best one compared to the, you know, the handheld spin-off, or not spin-off, but add-ons that they did. Some of them were pretty decent too, I guess. Yeah, it was just a lot of random extra filler that didn't need to be, or just a lot of things, and then you put all that filler in there, and then they kind of have to backtrack and be like, well, wait a minute, this, and have to fill in gaps, which sometimes their fill-ins weren't all that great. Sometimes they just tied it together, and it's like, yeah, because of this, and then there you go. That's a dead body I just shot. Alright, Princess. Okay, he wasn't dead. He just stopped shooting. I can't tell because there's a corpse on him. But, like I said, I'll definitely do a playthrough again through Kingdom Hearts games, and, like I said, I may or may not play the, versions that they didn't add as games on the final mix versions, because I know there's, like, a few that were cutscenes. Cutscene onlys, which, I don't know, I feel like I want to actually experience the game, and not just... Jesus Christ, get it, buddy. Fuck. There's gotta be a break in the middle. But I definitely want to maybe try them. Some of the ones I never got to play or finish, because I know I played Birth by Sleep, never finished. Never played the 300 whatever days. I know they're filler and some are not that interesting, but I still want to play them. But there's that. Then I, you know, like I said, got to do the Metal Gear playthrough. There's so many that I want to do or revisit. He fucking just went right to it. I still don't even know if you can co-op Peace Walker with PS Now or not, with people who have it for PS3. Thought I read somewhere that you couldn't, but I don't see why you couldn't. It would make no sense. I'd still have to get PS Now for it, because I don't own it for PS3, or a way to stream PS3 stuff.
Linke Flanke! Sagen Sie dem Kommandostab, wir greifen an. Sie sollen Verstärkung schicken.
I was sitting there the other day and I was like, oh god, I still have to pick up Metal Gear Solid 1 just to get ready to play that for when I do eventually play this, do the series in a proper order for down the line. Then I was like, right, I already own it. Good. Past me did it again.
Sagen Sie dem Kommandostab, wir greifen an. Sie sollen Verstärkung schicken.
Yeah, because it's like, it's cool you can watch the cutscenes and shit in Final Mix, but I still feel like I want to give it a shot playing. And if I have a frustrated time or I can't do it, I will just either watch a YouTube vid or watch the actual, like, cutscene thing that they have for 358 or whatever. Things like that, but, you know. If I can get them to work and have everything proper, I'll play the, I think I took the wrong elevator, guys. Then I'll definitely do it. Top of, like I said, you know, eventually doing that, the Metal Gear. I think it's fair that I give Metal Gear, kind of rotate it, maybe do Metal Gear, then eventually when one of them are finished, go to, Kingdom Hearts and switch it up a little. I don't know. Or I'll be doing one right after the other, but I think it's better to take breaks because I don't want to burn out on it. But either way, I think Metal Gear will get first dibs on the series playthrough because I've been talking about it for so long. And eventually, I'll just be randomly playing Metal Gear Solid 3 to finally do it. Car's not really what I want, but Guess I'll have to take it. Oh, I actually killed you with that. Need a machine gun, please. The best one you have, like your MP40. I'll say the one thing that Kingdom Hearts 3 did better that they did for 2, or better than 2, is that the pirates, Jack Sparrow's voice still wasn't quite there, but you know they did a better job than whatever the hell 2's voice was. Captain Jack Sparrow's voice in that. I remember 2, it just didn't sound right at all. 3 was a better. I didn't think 2 was that overall bad. I think it was still solid. Then again, you're a little more critical than I am. I'm not that critical, so I didn't think it was bad. But when I really notice it being bad is when it's not good to me, and that's why that was like the only one for at the time being that I could really tell that that wasn't good. Like most of the Pirates, the Caribbean place was not great. It was a little weird. I'm killing him with the 15 bullets I got. Thanks for the elevator, dick bag. I like how I'm solo. Where the hell is anybody with me? Why'd they send me away? Always had fun music. I always enjoyed the music of Kingdom Hearts. Even if probably like 90% of it would have issues with YouTube. But that's just music in general. Especially their intro songs. Jeez, you want to get blocked instantly. Got him. How you doing, Salmon? Oh, hey there, pal. Jesus. Sneak up on me like that. Right, I'm done fucking around. I'm sorry. Just gonna reload this, get my MP40 out. Oh, it's so beautiful. So lovely. Ow. God. I go to turn, someone's already right there too. Man, I can't wait until we get to, you know, Call of Duty has regeneration instead of health bars. And they definitely do make it stronger than the other ones. Become literally a one-man army in those. Trial and error. Oh, what a stretching. He had himself like real stretched out for that one. Alright, better blow this shit up too. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Alright, those C4s are good for the generator. I think out of all the Disney things, I think DK's favorite character out of it was Winnie the Pooh. Excuse me, pardon me. Just gotta get to your guns to blow them up. Apparently they thought one person would be good enough for this whole thing. Probably all gonna say, only because he trusts Chinese government. Yikes. We get it. Danger. Oh, those enemies are going the right way, because I'm going to assume I probably have to come back in here and take the elevator, right? I'm just out for a walk. Taking my MP40 for a walk, that's all. You wouldn't shoot a guy falling onto his belly, would you? Oh, above me. I was like, where? That's a grenade. Oh, God. What a nade. I think that nade had like a 7-day fuse on it. I forget about all these old shooters, how they have like amazing like pre-firing abilities. Like before I even stick my head out, they're already hitting me before I can even do anything. Because they're just so perfectly accurate. Completely forgot about how this was. Sometimes they're absolute garbage, and other times they're like the perfect being of, like, they have the greatest aim in the world. I knew there was somebody gonna hit me in the back. Fuck it. I don't want it. You're not even important to me anymore. I'll kill you anyway.
British Commando, we have captured your commanding officer and secured the exit. You have no hope of escape. But now we will spare the lives of you and your fellow soldiers.
Captured one of our guys, huh? Well, I've killed like thousands of yours.
Eindringlinge, Sektor 6, Ebene B entdeckt.
Oh god. I tried to scratch my back, and then all of a sudden I heard feet. I heard their feet going on that metal. I was like, oh shit. Alarm is so obnoxious.
Stellen Sie mit Ihrem Trupp die Verbindung wieder her.
Would like some health? No, not grenades. Health. Oh my god, I was about to say, where are the guys? They were all fucking each other behind that corner. Jesus Christ, what the hell was this? Somebody's birthday? We're gonna get him with a birthday surprise. Hello! I'm gonna get shot the hell up. Oh my god. It's like, man, this seems very empty. Am I going the right way? Oh, there they all are.
Evans, good man, in the truck, hop on.
Alright. I don't like this at all, Sergeant Waters. That is your real name. Get the hell out of here. More of this. What a time, you know, we're just sitting here playing Call of Duty and had a random conversation which started about Final Fantasy only to end with Kingdom Hearts. Now let's talk about Metal Gear.
Are you ready, mates?
Oh, I'm not. I'm just adjusting something because I fucked up something on my screen I need to fix. There we go. Well, if we're not going to talk Metal Gear, let's talk about the hit classic, The Legend of Dragoon, or whatever the hell. I don't know.
Ready, shot! Take him out!
Sir, I didn't take him out, but they took me out.
Are you ready, mates? Take this Panzerfaust. There. You know what to do. The other lorry behind us. We're inside. Take him out. Here you go.
I missed. This thing is terrible to fucking fire.
Are you ready, mates? Take this Panzerfaust. There. You know what to do. The other lorry behind us. We're inside! Fire it, damn it!
Hopefully I got you.
Here you go! Fire it, damn it! Another lorry, the Kuma wagon's still there. Here you go!
How did I hit them?
Fire it, damn it!
Why would I fire it at this?
Just have to make it across. Booby traps to blow when we shoot. Take this sniper rifle, cover me while I do it by hand.
What the hell do you... What? Okay. Can't I just shoot it? Am I covering you? It's probably simply because they got game.
German lorry coming up fast. Evans, roadblock.
Understandable.
Hold on tight. Take it.
I'm not very critical just because I'm like, okay, it just sucked. I'm critical if I had a bad time. Most of the time I usually find my fun in games. So I'm not too bothered, but there are times where I'm like, yeah, this could have been better. What the hell is shooting at us from the sky?
Fire it, damn it! Sorry, it's still there.
Oh.
Bloody motorbike! Take him out! Rock and roll! Fire! Fire! Fire it, damn it! Fire it, damn it!
Oh, he's just a driver. What's he gonna hurt?
That's the last of the Panzer
What the hell? He's just a driver. He's just yelling at us angrily. I tend to not be too overly critical depending on who the company or I'm more critical, I guess, of certain things depending on if it's like a game in the midst of the series. If it's like the first game of a series, I'm usually a little bit nicer about it because I'm like, okay, they're trying something here. But if it's like the third or the second to fourth installment and it's ass, then
What the hell's he doing? My gods, we made it. I don't believe
then I'm a little
it.
more critical. But then again, I play a lot of trash, and I actually enjoy some of the garbage games that are picked. So my taste is a little all over the place. I can't believe we've been doing this for almost 3 hours. Garbage games like what? I don't even know at this point. If we're going to go off of what my friend said, then the Fantastic Four game, that was the PS1 thing. Even though I didn't think it was bad, it's garbage to all of my friends. So, because they don't see like it be, they just look at it as of now instead of back then. Like things that are dated is apparently garbage, so I have a garbage taste. Like, I love garbage games. Granted, I've probably played some bad ones, bad simulators and things like that. And probably one or two I may have played some straight up just awful games before. I don't know what. I can't remember right now, because cannot remember, but
We're coming up on that airfield where the rest of the
I want to ask Brandon to see if he wants to join me for co-op for the PS2 game I have picked for Tuesday, but I know it's not going to be in his taste, because it's not going to be a great game at all. So he's probably going to refuse. You know, the game's not that bad, but it's not a good game. That will be a secret, as always, until Tuesday. Yeah, that's the thing. Things that aged horribly, it's like you just don't realize that, and so some people just think instantly garbage from looking at it. It's like, it had a unique thing. Some of the controls or ideas were a little bit dated and didn't hold up very well, but for the most part, it's not the worst thing in the world. I don't know what you want me to do. This constant hurting. Oh my god. But I don't know. I can't think off the top of my head what was something that was like purposely or like was supposed to be a garbage game. I mean, hell, I thought Prey was going to be trash, but because my memory of it was always so like bad of it, but it actually turned out to be a fun time.
Sergeant Evans, light up those bloody Stukas with the flak gun! Stuka dive bombers, take them out!
Oh, you want me to actually shoot the air? I'm sitting here ready to shoot planes. Or, people. Like, I know this is anti-air, but are we just going to use it against people?
Damn it, Evans! Keep those Stukas off us!
Man, I can't think off the top of my head. There was something I played. I just can't remember what it was. That I think it was garbage, but I still had fun with it. I just can't remember off the top of my head. This is the problem when you play way too many games. When I play so many things, I just can't fucking remember. Everything kind of blends together, so certain games I feel like I may have had fun with. Yeah, I didn't go into, like, I mean, at first I thought Mindjack was going to be absolute garbage, but that was just because you kept recommending it, so I was assuming it was, like, ass. Like, it was going to be bad. But it wasn't as bad as I thought. Rough around the edges, but wasn't bad.
Stuka dive bombers, take them out!
I don't know, I've probably played a bad third-person shooter or first-person shooter, and it's not, that was just rated as garbage and had a good time. I don't know, that or a PS2 game, probably. But, I don't know, as of late, most of the games we played on stream haven't been as bad as I thought they'd be. A lot of them have been fun. But it's like, I'm very understanding of that stuff, like, of aged games and games that were not very popular or are goofy and aren't great. But Brandon and John just will not touch that stuff. John specifically just won't touch a lot of games because once he's got his mindset to a game, he isn't going to go away from it, and he has to be in a specific mood to play, like, third-person shooters or anything with a gun.
Shoot that plane! That's our ride out of here! Evans, in the truck! We've run out of time! We've got to go!
Like, getting John to play anything is a little bit rough. That's why I'm still surprised that we even played, Resident Evil all the way
There
through.
they are. That's our plane. Right.
Brandon's a little bit more open to playing certain games, but what happens is Brandon, if he doesn't have interest in it, won't put a lot of effort into it. We gotta do that all again because there was just too many people. I gotta jump the gun on that one. If he's not interested in it, he won't put a lot of effort into it, and then it's just like either I'm doing all the work or we're not making a lot of progress. So, like, that's what sucks, because there's some games that I'm like, oh, this would be fun to co-op, even if it's not good. Or it's not, like, a super great game.
Sergeant Evans, light up those
And it would be
bloody
funny to do,
scooters with the
because
flak gun.
it might be funny to stream and see what kind of laughs we might get out of it. Because 6 is nowhere near a perfect game for Resident Evil, and look at the content and silliness we got out of it and the jokes. It's like, you never know.
Do the dive bombers. Take them out.
Kill me, I'm not ready. It's my fault, I'm sorry.
Damn it, Evans. Keep those Stukas off us.
I'll do it. Do. Shot in the head, it's over. Evans, come on, you're not doing it. Blood pouring out of the hole in my brain. I'm not even gonna bother with those off to the side. I don't even know why I can destroy them. I'll just deal with what's in the sky and these guys over here. Well, that's what I mean. Even if it's a mess and or the gameplay isn't as good as other games and things like that, they're still fun to be had. But, like, getting John to play it, the only reason he did is because he wanted to, he didn't want to play it at first because he really liked 5 and didn't think it was going to live up to 5 in the sense of the silliness me and him have had in 5. So he didn't really want to do it. So we didn't get around to it for a while. And then when we did play it, we'd only go through Leon's campaign and he'd have zero interest in wanting to continue after that. And so it was a surprise that he even wanted to keep going. But, like, getting Brandon or John to do that kind of stuff, it's very difficult to play games that are purposely not good, or not purposely, but I guess we know we're not good. Clearly there's better things you could be playing than Resident Evil 6.
Sergeant Evans, light up those bloody Stukas with the flak gun.
It just sucks because a lot of co-op potential I end up having to do solo, which could still be fun for the stream and stuff, but of course I feel like a lot of stuff would be better with friends. Just way too many. They're not killing anything. God damn it. I can't bounce off of killing everything. It's too much with how slow this gun is.
Sergeant Evans, light up those bloody Stukas with the flak gun.
No, it does suck though, because but again, if my friends aren't into it, I'm not gonna have them be, because I don't want them to sit there and bitch and moan and not be fun. I'm not gonna try to make anybody play anybody or anything and guilt trip. Just like, if they don't want to, they don't want to, and I'll just do solo. It happens. It's not a big deal.
Stukas off us!
It's just tough because as I was talking about a little bit in the Discord this morning before I eventually went to bed, you know, my confidence is all over the fucking place, and I know shit's a lot more entertaining and funnier with John around than it is by myself because it's so much easier to bounce stupid shit off with somebody else than just by myself. I can only do so much, and I've never gone and done anything with improv before, so like me trying to come up with shit on the fly is fucking terrible. And I don't know a lot of culture and a lot of things, movies, shows, people's names to use in jokes as a humorous way of a way to bring in comedy in that sense. That's why my usual go-tos are just really stupid dick, penis, sexual, I don't know why I said dick and penis, but sexual related things, because I have really no other, nothing else I can go off of. So it's easy when John's freaking out and then just going off of something with that. Or John will just have this random spout of nonsense, or Brandon or whoever. So it's like, that's why I'm like, man, it'd be so fun to do it with somebody, because then the reactions and what could happen on stream and stuff like that would be silly, it'd be funny, because compared to by myself, some shit isn't all that entertaining. And I don't have the confidence or the humor level to make certain things as funny as they could be.
Sergeant Evans, light up those bloody scooters with the flak gun!
But I guess I've also just gotten so used to watching so many streams too that everybody seems to have something humorous every 20 seconds, and I gotta get used to being the chill guy who will have his moments, and other times he'll mostly just chill and hang out.
Evans, don't shoot that plane! Let's go right out of here! Evans, in the truck! We've run out of time! We've got to go!
Come on, boys!
Right, John.
Our plane is ready!
Okay, so... like, you're shooting guns, I see.
Yeah.
What spurred this one?
You weren't here. Not what you were hoping for?
Your hand actually has a little bit of hair on it, I think? I can't tell what that is.
Well, I also have a health bar, because before Call of Duty did regeneration, I had to pick up health.
There they are!
It was like all the other games of the era.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn this shit down so I can actually hear you, because everything's loud in this game.
Yeah, because it's the Call of Duty, they're calling you.
We were just talking about you.
Oh.
Talking about how, you know, one, we were talking about how the Fantastic Four game was actually really interesting for its time, but you and Brandon both think everything I play or like is
porno.
absolute garbage.
It was a porno. You can't convince me otherwise.
And also-
Somebody got off on that somewhere.
And also,
Don't try to deny it.
Also,
It was
just
me.
saying how it's hard to get you or Brandon to play games, certain games with me, even if they aren't great, because, you know, it's either not your interest at the moment, so I don't push it, or you just don't want to because you're like, no, this looks terrible. But I want, you know, I keep going back to Resident Evil 6. If we never played it, look at what jokes we wouldn't have had, or the silliness we would have missed out on. It's like, we
Yeah.
never know until we try, but at the same time, if you're not in the mood for it, you're not in the mood for
Yeah.
it.
It's more so I just like I don't want to take the risk because it's like, well, I could either spend my time in a guaranteed way I'll enjoy it, or I could risk it being better, but also possibly not being better. And that's where I'm like,
And at least you just don't do it, Brandon. And nothing against Brandon. And it's just that when he doesn't find it interesting, he doesn't put any effort into it in the sense of like he'll play it, but then it's like we're better off just not playing it because he's not really trying. Like mixture, like it's one thing when we're goofing off, but like we mixed Resident Evil 6 with goofing off but making progress.
Yeah, and at one point I even got mad because I was taking it seriously.
Mostly it was just because guns, your most hated enemy.
Yeah.
And a lack of ammunition because no hope.
And because I always got stuck being the particular character who didn't have fucking melee capabilities.
But John, look, it's Captain Price.
Oh my god. There was a story to Call of Duty, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was a World War going on. Like 3 hours
Price
in.
in like all the Call of Duties that spanned like 100 years.
I have no idea. I know
Fuck,
he's
he's
in
still
it.
alive.
No. Gotten achievements for this game.
An achievement.
Also, I ran into Private Goldberg, which was the wrestler name Goldberg. So me and DK were joking that it's like, oh, it's Goldberg going for a spear in the middle of combat, just doing a wrestling maneuver out in the middle of the field.
Okay, we're clear to approach. Evans, you and I will need to get below decks and find the armory before we can cripple the engines. Stick with me, and let's
So did you have fun today?
let me
Yeah.
do the talking.
I spent literally basically from noon until about like 8:30 coding. Then I just went over to my friend's house and grabbed the thing I needed, which was the labor simulator, and now I'm here.
And then
And
coded.
I did other things. No, and then I did other things as well, but they're less important.
Yeah, like masturbating.
No, it's old school.
Masturbating. That's old school as it can get. That was all this new age jerking off.
Um an Bord kommen zu dürfen. Erlaubnis erteilt.
Dürfte ich wohl Ihre Papiere sehen?
Oh, now it's too quiet when they talk.
Fregattenkapitän Schmidt.
Er musste zu einem dringenden Treffen mit Admiral Dönitz.
Alles in Ordnung. Willkommen an Bord.
Get him, Jod. Captain Price. See his face? That's the Price you know. Look at him, how he gets mad because I keep getting in front of him to look at his
Oh
face.
god, he's got like a sausage under his nose.
Like that sausage from My Summer Car. I have no idea how much more of this game there is. I've been doing this for 3 hours. I have so many more hours to go. I don't know why I'm following you. I know where the objective is.
We should be able to get below through that hangar.
It was funny playing Call of Duty, but then we were having just a conversation about Kingdom Hearts stuff while you were gone.
Listen, you wanna know whose heart is a kingdom? Mine. Because it's open to everyone.
Want to know my secret? I'm always vulnerable.
That's a good one. Oh god.
At ease.
Dürfte ich wohl Ihre Papiere mal sehen?
Or what about at hard?
Ich muss das überprüfen. Einen Moment bitte. Ich habe einen Offizier hier. Er sagt, er habe Papiere.
Grab a weapon and explosives, quick. The ship's boilers.
Why would you do that while he was on the phone?
As we go. This place will be crawling with Krupps.
MP40 in a car. John's favorite go-to weapons. Kill all of them. Just walked up, I had to reload. I already pulled the map, punch him in the chest, and cancels the reload and starts shooting him. Now we have to go up and destroy the anti-air. Your favorite. Now that John's here, I could go to play My Summer Car. That's what he wants to see. You get robbed by another shirtless man.
I mean, last time you played it, I was like, I was enjoying it. I was worried that you were just getting further and more pissed off at it.
No,
so now I'm sitting here, I'm like,
wait, how was I getting pissed though? I was actually building the engine.
well, no, I mean like last time, as in not like the last time, but I mean like when we were playing it originally and I was reading.
Well,
off,
yeah,
like, the
because it
instructions.
was because when you reading it was my mind wasn't processing things properly. Plus, when you read it to me, I already had put shit together before we decided to do this, so like everything was wrong.
Yes. Anyway, okay, so now I get it. Yeah, like that was my confusion, like, or not
And then
confusion,
the
but I was
strut
like,
wouldn't go in the fucking thing because it broke. Because the whole thing got dented because my car flipped. John's heart is like an asshole, gaping wide and open to be fucked.
and brown. It's rotting. My heart. Help me.
It's actually a peg leg. What? I got a peg heart. Made of wood. It's brown. Oh man, John, I haven't been really paying attention because I've been playing. I've just been in like kind of autopilot mode in this game. But when you die, you get quotes and shit, like the old days of these Call of Duty games. I'm gonna joke when DK wrote that. I was like, man, I didn't know DK knew such beautiful poetry. Like, I don't think you understand poetry. Damn it, John, all I got is this Kar 98. It only works for like the first like 10 rounds in zombies, and then it doesn't do anything afterwards. Need a pack a punch.
I'll pack your punch.
So when's the next COD zombie maps?
I'll show you my map. It bleeds.
That's just your asshole.
Oh, God, those are supposed to be off limits.
Well, I'm sorry it happened to me once.
Would you like me to talk about it? Because I will.
I've already talked about how I split my ass.
Oh, God.
Squatted one time. Fucking sat on the toilet and looked like someone spilled tomato soup
Please,
everywhere.
God, no.
Was not fun. Doctors looked at me like I was crazy because I was in no pain.
Detached.
Wasn't enjoyable though. They had to stick their finger in my ass. It was uncomfortable. I was like, how do people enjoy this?
Achtung! Sagen Sie dem Kommandostab, wir greifen an.
Oh, it must be outside? On this level. Somewhere around here. I need to figure it out. Anyway, you want tomato soup?
I'll show you my soup.
All I see is soup. Go to the next aisle. More soup. Oh, this thing. That's what I had to destroy. Why didn't you say so? To be honest, I was looking for where to plant C4 the whole time. I thought we were planting C4 again. There's no honorable way to kill, no gentle war, or gentle way to destroy. There is nothing good in war except its ending. Abraham Lincoln.
Kill, no gentle way to destroy. There's nothing good in war except its ending. Wise words. Wise words.
Wrote it myself. As it says Abraham Lincoln on it. Did it myself.
Next quote, war. War never changes. Abraham Lincoln.
George Washington. What? Theodore Roosevelt. Or it just says Gandhi.
Gandhi. War never changes. Gandhi.
It's like a nuclear symbol next to him because it's just the sim version of him. Who was the guy? Was it Norway or whatever? And it'll just say, like, build a better navy as a quote. You constantly want you to have a navy. I saw a game that was coming out in April, I think. I think it was called Humankind or something like that. It looked like something that was supposed to be like a Civ-style game, and I'm like, if it's good, that would definitely be something we'd do if it was actually like Civ and it was good. God, Jesus Christ, I grabbed one piece of paper. I get shot in the face. Now I gotta return to Sergeant Waters. Cuts to an ocean with that little hat. Called Human. I don't remember what the fuck it was called. No, I saw a game coming out in April, and I was like, this looks like, you know, an idea of Civ or something like that style, but it'll be good, because I'd totally be down to play it. We need a new Civ game.
Überprüfen Sie die Waffen. Wir wollen diesmal keine Ladehemmungen.
Yeah, no. It's kind of what I was trying to turn RimWorld into now that I think about it, but...
So we're gonna do RimWorld multiplayer mod.
Yeah, right.
The only way that would happen for us to test it is if, one, you figure out how to get it all set up, and two, we're able to disable your mods for a limited time just so we can try.
Yeah, but then I'd have to deal with the base game, which is good.
I was gonna say, which I've done and still have just as many problems as you, except yours is performance issues.
Yes, but you see, what you don't have is multiple varieties of rice. Actually, I don't think I've actually touched a single thing from any of the mods, aside from maybe some floors.
Well, that and all the creatures you dealt with, blood shrimp.
Yeah, right, yeah,
like
the creatures, some events, and the fact when I now take cotton, I don't immediately get, like, like I get like the raw cotton out of it, and then I have to actually transform that into the thing. Whatever. Anyway, there's basically an extra step of cotton now to make it more realistic.
I didn't want that, mainly because I don't want to keep giving the AI more advantages. I already suck as it is. Even though now I have like a solid base. But it could all go downhill because some giant Titanfall mech is just going to show up and kill me. What a champion. That dude's just jogging up the stairs. I shot the shit out of him, and then... Oh, he took a while to die.
Just doing something that takes a while to die.
I just don't fucking die. This MP40 sucks. God, there's just so many guys. Just go away. Only the dead have seen him something. I don't know. I skipped a quote. Alone. Missed when hit markers were a thing, and they'd tell me that they'd die after I hit them. The one thing that's tough about this game is like I just exit instantly getting shot because the AI has like that amazing pre-fire fucking aim. Like I just exit and I'm like ow ow ow. How'd you know I was coming through this door specifically? How'd you know it was me? Me. Batman. Okay, apparently I just can't hit that guy. Guy behind, I don't know where these bullets are coming from. There's no dots on radar or anything. Man, I'm blind out here. I want nothing to do with any of this. It's like I'm playing 007. They just constantly keep spawning. You just yelled loose, loose, loose. He's loose. No tight, only loose. Like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. Nope, nope. Go to Sergeant Waters. I'll see you later.
Show you my water. It's breaking. I don't know. Trying to stay relevant.
We lost the captain. What happened to Price? I didn't see what happened to him. Courage is fear holding on a minute longer. There's your quote, John. Use it for your high school year.
Patton had a couple good quotes. I think another one's like "Fatigue makes cowards of all men."
God, I wonder. I have no idea what we're about to play as next. From the looks of it, I'm gonna say China. It's like, clearly, it's Russian.
There's no difference anymore.
Comrades of the Soviet Union, almost 1 year has passed.
Don't you like that out of all the things, though? Like, yeah, I could have picked Call of Duty and stuff, right?
They have advanced into the Soviet
But
Union.
I picked Call of Duty Classics, the arcade game that they put for the 360 is what I picked. Because I remembered owning it. Even though I don't have any achievements for it until today, I guess I owned it.
Comrades, many of your countrymen are already there, defying the Germans at every step. Soon,
You play as a Russian bot.
and you will fail to defeat our fascist enemies. No one shall take even one step
so good.
Commissars will execute cowards on sight.
Oh, well, John Cena's here. He's like, I'm Russian. No, you're not, Cena. Get out of here.
To achieve victory at Stalingrad.
Not during the briefing. Man, does this not scream Russian or what, John? Time to stop the retreat. I don't even know what that says. Not a single step back. Eat my butt. And when do we play Scotland? It says it's streaming.
Stop.
She's playing the Pokemon of Crystal. She's playing the actual Pokemon Crystal, not what we played.
Ah, not the fun one.
Where we actually have no idea what's going on.
Man, I missed that.
Well, get it to work. Figure out your coding on that.
I mean, I wish you could, like, jump back to where you were and then...
I have the save file, but it's, again, it'll just break going into that fucking...
Yeah, exactly. So it's a matter of, like, where did you find the ROM?
To be honest, I don't remember.